lesson is all about how to make the very most of your practice time and create like the ultimate at-home practice routine. So we're gonna spend some time together today. I'm gonna walk you through what I would consider a really well-rounded practice, and I'm gonna give you tons of resources to use so that you can practice at home too. So we're gonna begin with the warm-up. We're gonna look at a scale, but don't worry, it'll be fun. Then we are going to look at a song, and finally, we're gonna play around and have some fun with a little improvisation. So I know that sounds like a lot, but this is gonna give you an idea, sort of like a template that you can take and apply to absolutely every single time you sit down to practice the piano at home. Plus, if you need some stuff to work on, you'll have some downloads that you can just get started with right away. Here we go. We are gonna begin with Hanon number 1. So this is your warm-up, and this is important to do because it'll kind of get your fingers to wake up, warm up, arrive at the piano. It helps you just to kind of show up at the instrument, but also it's gonna help you to build finger dexterity, strength, speed, hand independence, and once you've memorized this pattern, it's actually really fun to play. So this is a great first step for your home practice. So Hanon number 1, place your right hand thumb on C, and instead of playing D, you're gonna skip it with your 2 finger and go to the next note, and then all you have to do is walk your hand up and come back down. Now you'll notice, now your thumb is hovering on D. So play the D, skip the E, walk up and back down, and you're gonna repeat that pattern. You can do it at this speed or you can get really fast. And then when you get to D, right, you're about to end on C, instead of doing that, you're gonna turn it around. So you're gonna go 5, now your 4 does the skip. Walk down and back up, 5, 4 skips. So I'm just thinking about sinking into the keys, feeling even weight and pressure, staying relaxed. And there you have it. So you can repeat that with your left hand. We've got the notation, and then you can kind of start to have fun with it if you want at some point. When you're ready, if you're a little more advanced, you could try playing one hand staccato and the other hand legato. So I'm making it look easy, but this took a fair bit of practice to get. But this will really help you to build hand independence and control, etc. So there's your warm-up. Use this to help you arrive at the piano. Spend 3 to 5 minutes on it and enjoy the process. So the next step in your home practice is a scale. I think scales are so important. They open up so much to us in the world of improvisation and just having fun at the piano. So I'm going to teach you a little scale here. We're going to look at F major. This one has a bit of a different fingering pattern, so I thought it'd be kind of fun. And then we're going to improvise in this key a little bit later so you can see how a scale helps you to be able to have the freedom to just play something incredibly beautiful. So we're going to save that for the end because you got to save the best for last. Okay, so F major has an F, a G, an A B flat, a C, a D, E, and F. And the fingering for the right hand's a little funny because if you go 1, 2, 3, and then tuck, you're gonna like crazy arms. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna tuck your thumb 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't play your 5. Walk back down, fly over with that forefinger. And this is a bit of a challenge because your left hand has normal finger changes. So when you play it hands together, it feels a little different, but this is good because you should always be challenging yourself and pushing yourself forward a little bit. If this is frustrating and it doesn't come together right away, take a deep breath and just slow down. You can do it. So that's your skill. Practice that. I recommend, 5 minutes or so on a scale. Again, you can employ those like staccato, legato, play one hand louder, one hand softer. The best thing to do with scales is not to just go on autopilot and play them 10 times. It's to find creative ways to practice them so that your brain is constantly having to like renegotiate what's happening. That's how we can really remember stuff and commit it to memory. So play it loud, play it soft, play it fast, play it slow. Have fun. Okay, so the next part of a really, really good home practice is songs, because songs are so fun, and songs are, I think, why most of us are trying to learn the piano to begin with. So I have a lead sheet for you for a song called Hallelujah. It's a pretty popular song. So you can download that and work on it at home, but I just wanted to walk you through the first steps just to get started on a song and show you how you can use the song to build out the rest of your practice. So here we go. I've got a lead sheet for you. It's in the key of C. So this is really exciting because easy chords. So I'm going to look at the lead sheet and I'm going to see I've got these like slashes in the measures and then I've got the chord names, and all that's telling us is just play C and then play A minor. So what I'm going to do to begin is I'm going to play C. It's this simple. I'm playing a fifth and a fifth. And then I'm going to go to A minor. And so I'm going to play A and E. It doesn't sound very exciting yet. But it's important to get used to those movements, right? Because you have to get used to seeing how it feels when you move from C to A. And once you kind of have that under your belt, you're going to get a feel for the song. So it's 6/8, which just means that there are 6/8 notes. And this is where things get really exciting because we're actually going to practice a 1-octave arpeggio based on each of these chord changes, because that's what makes the song. So you're sneaking some technique now into your song practice, and that's where the magic happens. So pattern is 5, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. I'm on the A now. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So these are just chords that have the root note placed on the top. Now watch this. I'm going to play just a fifth here and hold it. Maybe I'll play up higher so I have some space. Look how musical that is already. Okay, that's the first line. And then you could just follow that pattern for all the chord changes. Here's F, G, C, G. So that's how simple it can be to start your song practice. And that's one approach. You could also just play and hold the chords, sing along. Heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do you? Right? Have some fun with a song. So that's just a little taste. You can take that and do with it what you will, but spend lots of time on your song because the song is, like I said, where the magic happens. It can be fun, it can be creative, and it gives you an opportunity to integrate some of those technique things in a way that feels less boring. So my final point was improvising and having fun and kind of just letting go and seeing what can happen. So this is where I want to go back to that F major scale that we practiced earlier. And this is my absolute favorite thing to do with scales is I find the root note and I create a fifth, and I just do this like rocking motion back and forth here. And then I just take a deep breath and remind myself that there are no bad notes, so I'm not scared to experiment. And then I'm going to play any of the notes of the F scale with my right hand, in any order and in any rhythm pattern I want. And I just observe how pretty it is. I could just play that 5-tone scale there if I wanted to. I could just get really crazy and not think at all. And this, seriously, I could do this for hours. Just kind of puts you in this like zen mood and you forget your problems. And you have this beautiful scale. And if you're feeling really brave, you could move this left hand around into different positions as well. So I might take my 5 to D. Now I'm playing the relative minor of F, and I'm still experimenting with these random notes of the F scale. And when you want to feel like you're back home, just head back to F. So that's like a really quick little lesson on improvising. And it's so easy, and anyone can do it, and it's so fun. And that's how you should end your practice, in my opinion, because I feel like when we end our practices with a creative and fun moment, our brain remembers and goes, oh, remember last time we were at the piano? We had so much fun. Let's go back. And that's how you trick yourself into practicing. So there's a little template for the complete home practice. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the resources. Download them, use them. Comment below. Let me know how you're doing and what you thought of all this. And I hope you have an awesome day.